Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Around the Table. This episode is going to be about downtime and kind of like bouncing back. It's been a while since I've done an episode. If you heard my last episode, you know I was going through a lot with loss. I even made 3 other episodes that I just didn't upload because they were good, right? But I don't think the tone or how I was feeling reflected very well too. So I wanted to come back at a more neutral point. In that downtime, uh, my mic broke. Like a portion of my mic has been broken. My headset also broke as well. So editing this is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I have to hear everything through my TV or my monitor speakers instead of my regular speakers. So when I'm editing, everybody and their mom could hear this, but it's fine. Other things I did on my downtime is I got a couple of albums. So I got the Mac Miller mixtape album. So he dropped a mixtape in 2014 called Faces. It's one of my actual favorite things from him. I still have it on like my SoundCloud, hopefully. Either way, I'm getting a physical copy, so it's gonna be great. I got two. I'm a collector, if you don't know already. So if I could get two of something, it's usually one to listen and one to keep. Yeah, so that's one thing I did. I went to a concert for the first time in forever. What I really want to do is go to a rave and just like dance all night. But the concert was great. It was 90s nostalgia. So there was one night was just 90s music. Another night was more of 90s pop music. And the last night was 90s slash early 2000s hip hop music. So the big headliners were Ashanti and Ja Rule. Cardinal Official, for those who don't know, is a big Canadian guy as well. Ja Rule was supposed to be there, but he also flopped. It was crazy because the artists were talking about, the ones who weren't local were talking about how hard it was to get in Canada. This was back in September, but they really make sure that you're good to go before you can come in the country. So that seemed pretty interesting. Like Ludacris had to come in his private jet, and it's like, oh wow, that's so fancy. It made me think, like, you know what, I want a private jet. Maybe that's something that I should aspire for in the future, getting a private jet. Even though I did actually look up the prices for it, and a private jet, I think at minimum is $1 million. So I have to figure out how to make over $1 million plus, because I have to get my own place and all this stuff, plus my private jet, right? But the downtime was great, and I guess the lesson here, this is going to be a pretty short episode, is sometimes you just need to take your time, right? We have this huge hustle kind of society. I think the internet has made that kind of explode a little bit more. Not everyone could hustle. Not everyone could grind all day. It was funny because I was talking to some people at the start or near the end of my shift and the start of theirs. And at my workplace, once you reach top rate, so the most money that you can make, you can no life it. And if you no life your life at top rate, so like I think it takes 3 years to get top rate, you could make up to like $109,000, which is insane. It's a lot of money, but the amount of overtime that you have to do, you're working like 12-hour days every day possible outside of your break days. So you could work 6 days in a row straight. I don't know if this includes taking your vacation time or getting it paid out, but there's some people called the 100K Club, and stuff like that. There's so many different names, and it's crazy. Some people envy it, some people don't. Um, and it's all based off what shift you work and what area you work and everything too. And not everyone's built like that. But I do know someone who started maybe 5 years ago now, and he's been able to buy two houses because I think he no lifed it 1 year, and 2 years he just put his nose to the ground. So it's pretty crazy what you can do when you stay consistent, when you stay focused, and when you have that big goal in mind. But at the same time, you could only go hard for so long, and you do have to have the support. So a lot of the people who have done this, like the person that I'm talking about, they were able to buy two houses, and they have a good support system. They're doing it not only for themselves but their kids and their wife. So when you strive for something, you definitely have to have that kind of foundation, and you have to also have that downtime for yourself, because if you're working and you don't enjoy yourself, it doesn't matter how much money you make, because the money means nothing if you're not doing anything with it. As well as if you don't have a goal for the money, what's the point? Right? I've been in a sort of limbo place recently, just job wise, but the money helps, but how much can it help if you're not enjoying things, or if you're not enjoying the processes, etc., etc. So there's a saying that everyone has their price, right? And some people will live in misery just so that they could have more money than others and say that they do this and that, but they're at home, in the dark room, crying every night because they have nothing else to do. So you have to remember when to pursue, when to slow down, and what you're doing. Like, why are you doing it as well, right? My birthday is coming at the end of the month, and I have a huge chunk of vacation booked out for this month. I have a lot of things planned, so this might be the last episode for a while. Again, I don't know, but I'm not forcing myself to do everything every week until I feel kind of back to normal. This year I haven't done my social media cleanse, but I've been online only like twice a week now. Even with phone calls and text messages, I'll reply like 3 days later, because I'm just giving my space from everything and everyone. And I think this is how I'm dealing with things this time. Usually I go and visit people and just try to have fun with people I haven't seen in a while. But I think just recently I just want to be alone and away from everyone. And that's not that like I'm depressed or I want to do anything crazy. It's just that I just need my time alone, because with work, everyone bugging me, and then at home, everyone bugging me, and then when I'm not online, everyone bugging me, and it's just like I need to breathe. And that's weird for someone who's pretty extroverted. It's so weird because some people who know me see me as very extroverted, and others see me as very introverted. And I do have both traits. I'm not saying that I'm both. According to those personality tests and everything, my type is the most introverted extrovert. So I guess I'm feeling that part where I need to be alone, because everything and everyone is annoying at this point. And yeah, I've been making a couple of purchases, and I think this month I'm going to spend a decent amount of money. I still don't really know what I want to do for my birthday. This year it's a Monday, so it's kind of a lame day, but I'm gonna have that time off anyways, so that's gonna be nice. So I'll figure it out eventually. But that's the update for you guys. I'll have more stuff. I have I have episodes. I have episodes, but I really don't want to revisit them. Maybe I'll leave them as bloopers. Maybe I'll touch them up and post them in the future. But overall, everything's okay. I just needed to take my downtime. And yeah, what do you do on your downtime? How do you guys recharge? What do you do to put yourself back into place when things have broken down? I don't even know why I'm talking like that, where I'm slowing everything down. But hopefully, you guys did enjoy this episode. I have a lot of stuff that I have to do. It's not necessarily on my plate, but it is on my plate. Yeah, it's crazy. Even like this month, or not this month, but yeah, basically recently I cleaned my room and it took me a month to do like a 10-minute job, which is ridiculous. That's how drained I was. But, you know, it's good to revisit things that make you happy. I was talking to someone at work too, where I was like, I started watching Money Heist again, and the last week I consumed all my time, like all my free time, I watched Money Heist. So on my way to work, Money Heist. On my way back from work, Money Heist. On my break, Money Heist. I'd fall asleep putting Money Heist on with a sleep timer so I could watch the maximum amount of Money Heist before I slept. So I told them that I was just soaking up all the joy that I could. Yeah, I was pretty much ending the episode, but I just had more things to say, so I kept going. But that's a good sign, right, guys? But anyways, I'm gonna cut this and then cut this up, and it'll be probably like 2 minutes shorter. Who knows? But I do hope that you guys are doing well. It's November. I think I'm going to do some commentary episodes as well on certain things. So if you can send me some topics if you want, I might start with November because it's Remembrance Day, which is also my friend's birthday as well. But also other November-based things, whether it's November 5th or the whole month of November or No Chill November. I usually do a No Chill November where I'm just very honest or I don't hold back. So maybe I'll do that. Who knows? Anyways, hope you guys had a nice time. Hope you guys enjoyed listening. Thanks for coming back. I will be a little bit more consistent again since I'm charging up again, and hope to see you guys soon. See you later.